Good morning, Teacher Robert. Good morning, classmates. This is our report in science, typhoons in the Philippines. Presentation for Teacher Rob and my fellow classmates. Members, Ashira Suarez, Alan Budi, and Kurt Marata. The deadliest typhoon that hit our country in November 8, 2013, Super Typhoon Haiyan, or Yolanda, hit our country. It had a speed of 315 kilometers per hour. Typhoon Haiyan caused massive destruction when it hit Visayas, leading to the tragic loss of at least 6,300 lives and 1,062 missing individuals, and the injured ones are over 28,000. Changes in weather. Typhoons could have devastating effects on living things and environment. It is important to predict a typhoon's formation, path, and the areas it will affect before a typhoon. Strong winds and scattered rain showers are warning of an incoming typhoon. The formation of big dark clouds on a warm sunny day is also an indication of a typhoon. During a typhoon, intense heavy rain is accompanied by harsh winds. These winds can create massive waves, storm surges, and flash floods along the coast. After a typhoon, the sky is clear and the sun is visible. Scattered rain and flood may experience it in some places. Electric power and water supply may be cut down. I will be passing the report to Kurt.
Before a typhoon, or precautionary measures. Number 1. Check and fix your house for any damage. Number 2. Prepare for an evacuation. Number 3. Bring an emergency grab first aid kit when with ready to eat foods. Number 4. Be updated. And number 5. Know your local community's serve emergency number. During a typhoon. Number 1. Stay indoors or postpone any trips. Number 2. Be updated. Number 3. Evacuate and listen to the local government officials. Number 4. Turn off electricity. Number 5. Avoid contact in flooded areas. After a typhoon, if your area is still flooded, boil your drinking water. Number 2. If your house is severely damaged, have an authorized person check. Number 3. Clean and help your community. And number 4. Be updated. Tropical Cyclone Wind Signal or TCWS system. When a tropical cyclone enters the Philippine area of responsibility, it is measured using the TCWS system. I will now be passing the report to Allen.
TCWS number 1. Houses and other structures made by light materials may be unroofed by strong winds. Twigs and branches of small trees may break. TCWS number 2. Galvanized iron roofing may be stripped. Trees may break or uprooted by strong winds. TCWS number 3. Medium materials may be damaged. Tall trees and crops may be damaged or uprooted. Electricity might stop working and communication services may take place. Billboards and glass panels of buildings may be destroyed. Huge storm surges may occur. TCWS number 4. Galvanized iron roofing may be stripped. Trees may break or uprooted by strong winds. Storm surges may occur. Strongest one. TCWS number 5. All structures of light materials may be almost totally damaged. Most houses and other establishments may be severely damaged. Roofs may be completely stripped. Windows and doors may be broken. Electricity, communication, and water supply may be severely disrupted. All signboards may be blown down. Effects of typhoons on people and their community. Severe flooding is with water contamination. This risks of spreading waterborne diseases, leptospirosis, cholera, typhoid, fever, and hepatitis. Proper sanitation should be properly observed and monitored to prevent the spread of acute respiratory infections, diarrhea, etc. Malnutrition among children, elderly, pregnant women, and new mothers is also a aftermath of a typhoon. The devastation it causes often leads to scarcity of food, unavailability of fresh fruits, vegetables, and other nutritious fruits. Dr. Graciano Yumul, Filipino geologist, former Undersecretary of Department of Science and Technology or DOST, scientist and a professor, main advocate and chief implementer of the long overdue reforms needed to make the Pag-asa more effective and efficient in carrying out its obligations. Thank you, that's all.
And this is the RW 4.2.